Okay, hi everybody. I'm back. As I promised, we're going to do a totally different segment, and I do apologize. I had filmed the unboxing of the Apple Watch yesterday, and I lost the video when my phone decided it was going to do whatever it wanted to do with an update, or if I hit something on my phone, I put my phone into a focus mode and I wiped out all of my apps. Now, fortunately, after I did a reboot, I was able to go back into the iCloud and I was actually able to restore my phone fully to an earlier day. So unfortunately, I couldn't do it after I had gotten my phone the way that I wanted, but I was able to get everything back on my phone, and then I was able to move and delete some of the apps that I don't use. So I lost the unboxing video of the new Apple Watch, and I sometimes will call it an iWatch, and I apologize for doing that because an iWatch and an Apple Watch are two entirely different watches. They're totally different watches. iWatch being a European company, Apple Watch, of course, being Apple Watch. For those of you that are not familiar with the Apple Watch first came out in I think it was 2015. It may have been 2014, but I'm pretty sure it was in April of 2015. If not, it was in April of 2014. Tim Cook came out with it. A lot of people have the misconception that it was the Steve Jobs who at the time, well, not at that time, but who founded the Apple company that we love and know today. Unfortunately, Steve Jobs sadly passed away in 2009, I believe, of pancreatic cancer. So it never came to fruition during his lifetime. He was more focused on the computer side of the business, plus the iPhones. He's the one that came out with the series of iPhones, and I think he survived through iPhone 6, I think, was the last iPhone that Steve Jobs was alive for. He may have lived for the 7, but he was sick and he had stepped down. Anyway, Tim Cook is the one that actually came out with the Apple Watch. And I'm going to pretend that it just came and we're going to unbox it. Now, mind you, my watch has already been fully set up and I was wearing it last night in bed. So I'm going to kind of give you a sample of what went on when it arrived. And I'm sorry you guys are shaking a little bit. I'm moving my stand back just a little bit so you guys can see this. So, and again, forgive me because this has already been unboxed, so it's going to be kind of hard to do. But the watch came in this kind of a package, and it is a cardboard package, which is a lot different from the original version. When the original watch came out, way back in 2015, it came in a hard plastic case, and it was pretty big. I have it upstairs. I did take you guys, when I filmed yesterday and I lost all of the video, I did take you guys to the bedroom and I actually showed you that. It's just a hard plastic box, and Apple nowadays became very environmentally friendly, or is starting to become environmentally friendly, and I actually think that's a really good thing that they use the cardboard, and I'm going to move things out of here since I opened it. And how you know that it's environmental friendly is by this little green star. I think it's a star. It could be also a flower, but this is what they call a carbon neutral symbol, and it means that this is made out of recycled materials, and it's biodegradable, and it is cardboard. And it comes, when you open it, it comes with a lovely view. Now, mind you, this is for the Apple Watch Ultra 2. I'm not sure if the original Ultra that came out last year came in the same type of packaging, or if this is unique to the Ultra 2. So when you opened the packaging, I'm going to kind of show you what came. And unfortunately, I didn't grab everything, and I apologize. The first thing out of the box is you're going to know that you're going to see one of these. And this is the Ultra 2's face. It shows you the face on there. It also, on the side of the box, tells you, hopefully you guys can see that. Yeah, there we go. It tells you that it is the Ultra 2, that it's a titanium, and it's a 49 millimeter. Now, the 49 millimeter watch face is new. It came out, I believe, last year for the original Ultra version of the watch, and it's only available on the Ultras, which happen to look like this. This is the Ultra watch. Now there was, actually I did bring it. So there was also another package, and this is the band that came with it, and looking at, and it gives you instructions on how to put the band onto the watch face, and it also has the symbol on the box that it's a carbon friendly, carbon neutral box. So also in the box came this booklet, and the booklet actually shows you the different watch faces and tells you how to use your new watch. And it's a really cool feature. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna let these guys out. It's a really cool feature that Apple did. When the original watch came out, they did not have booklets like this, or they had very thick booklets, and I think it just touched on basic things. Now, I'm going to get into a backstory. Of course, my husband's right there. The reason I got us both new watches is my husband and I, when Apple Watch first came out, bought the original series. So we have each own the original series, and I think it was considered the 0 series. It may have even just been Apple Watch, because they hadn't come out with anything like a watch before. And they were quite expensive back then. I think mine was over a grand, and actually I think my husband and I, our watches were both over a grand. I think his was a little bit cheaper than mine because I went with a stainless steel case as well as the stainless steel bracelet. I think he went with the stainless steel and the leather. Now we're talking about the first series of the Apple Watch. And we wore them for a long time. We used them. And they were a great watch. They were a very expensive watch, but their battery life stunk. Being a new Apple product, and they did not have cellular back then. You used them in conjunction with your iPhone, which was fine and good. You could get things done. you did updates, you could do little things, you could reply to a message, you could call using your phone. Your phone had to be with you 24/7 to be able to use it, but you could talk, you could message, text message and stuff on there. It was a very basic, because it was in its infancy, watch. Fast forward to today. The reason I got us new watches is, one, AT&T offered an amazing deal where if you bought 2 watches, you get $300 off, which is a really, really, really good thing, considering my Ultra 2 retails for $800 or $799. They try to make it look a little bit better. Instead of saying it's an $800 watch, that you can get it for the low price of $799.99, which is good marketing. So I went through the entire keynote address when it came out at the very beginning of September, and I started to think, because I have a new laptop, and I knew I was going to get the 15 Pro Max once I heard the keynote, I started to think, watches have come a long way. Maybe it's time to update our watches and actually get us nice functioning watches that give us more flexibility and capabilities when we go out on the town, or if we go on vacation, or we go downtown, or if we happen to go somewhere where we can't physically bring our iPhone with us. So, fast forward to today. I chose the Ultra 2 for myself. And the reason I did that for me is because I have the Pro Max series of the iPhone. I also have a brand spanking new laptop. I have the MacBook Pro, and I have an iPad Pro. I also have I have a few other things. I have pods, but my pods are the first generation, and I'm getting long-winded. I'll get back into this. I chose the Ultra 2 for myself because of the amazing capabilities that it can do in conjunction with the iPhone 15 Pro. Now, my husband was a little bit different, and I allowed my husband to pick out his watch. He chose the Series 9 watch, but he chose the stainless steel versus the aluminum. And I think he made a really, really good call with what he did. Even though the stainless steel is more expensive than the aluminum, his original was stainless steel. He went right back into a stainless steel. He also chose the mesh bracelet to kind of give him a more formal functionality when he goes out, or we go out for like a really nice evening on town or formal events. He can wear his watch and it will look super dressy. So that being said, that's what we did. I forgot to mention, also you get this great charging case, or not charging case, you get this charging cord with all of your Apple new watches that you purchase, and they are all USB-C adapters. So Apple has really streamlined all of their cords to be very functional for all of their products. I can now charge my watch through either my phone, I can charge it through the computer, I can charge it through anything that has a USB-C adapter or port, which I think Apple did really well. The one thing that stunk about Apple, and it's not really that big of a deal, is the fact that since they came out with the new cord, it would have been nice if they would have included at least one adapter that is a wall unit plug. Most people have a USB plug in their houses. And unfortunately, because I've been remodeling the kitchen, I don't have one to show you, but most people have that kind of a plug. Well, nowadays, because so many people have computers, and new computers automatically come with a USB-C power plug, which makes charging, if you have a Windows operating unit, Windows operating unit, but you have Apple products, they make it very easy that you can charge them with what is currently in or on your computer. So I think in some ways they make technology a little bit better. So anyway, the battery life on my Ultra 2 has been amazing. I slept in it last night and I only used 10% of the battery. And I've noticed a big difference versus the Series 1 watch. My Series 1, I would have worn it for maybe an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and it would have been totally dead with the battery. So kudos to them for this, that they have made it much, much better, and a longer battery. It also comes with this really cool, and I don't know if you guys can see this, I have Snoopy on my, oh, that's medication reminder, so you're seeing me that I need to take my medication this early, but they have made it much, much better, and the watch can actually go into a sleep mode or a nighttime mode, which preserves even more battery. So that's going to wrap up today's Apple Watch video. Leave me a comment down below. If you have any questions about the new watches, leave them down below. I'll do my best to try to answer them. I'm sorry I rambled a little bit. I know this video is long. It's at 17 minutes already. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You probably are not going to get any more technology videos from me unless I end up buying a new camera. And since I just bought the camcorder, that's probably not going to happen for a very, very, very long time. Especially considering this new iPhone 15 Pro Max has one of the best cameras. And I can film in cinematography as well as 4K now. So, anyway, don't forget to tune in for my great videos. Eventually, the Cooking with Joel videos are going to return. I just have the walls and the trim to do and wait for my new furniture, get the pantry and the lights in here, and I'll have the kitchen back, and we'll start doing Cooking with Joel videos. And I will be starting those before the holidays, and you're not going to want to miss those videos because we're going to go over the do's, don'ts, the must-haves, and what you need to do for those great holiday parties that you guys might be hosting or going to, as well as getting ready for family that are coming into town, or how to host the perfect holiday party. So thank you for tuning in. I'll see you on the next Cooking with Joel video.